If we switch to electric cars instead of using internal combustion engines, what kind of roads would we use? Probably plastic roads. We're not joking, this is a real project. The main idea is to use recycled plastic to create modules and assemble roads, like if they were Lego details. If needed, parking lots, sidewalks, playgrounds, and other infrastructure elements can also be built using these modules. The press noted that they can withstand temperatures from 176 to -40 degrees Fahrenheit, are much faster to assemble, and provide room for pipes, cables, and more. And these roads can also be heated. The next generation of sustainable infrastructure, the manufacturers assure. The system's already used at the main Dutch airport Schiphol. Today it is common to see pedestrians looking at their phones and not paying attention to their surroundings, walking along on autopilot. But at crossroads, drivers may not have time to react to a smartphone zombie walking right under the wheels. Pedestrians can be saved with these beacons. When they're near them, they see a warning on their phone screen. Pedestrians will stop playing, looking at their social media or doing other things, and instead they'll lift their head and cross the road properly. A representative of the German police believes that it's a good idea. What do you think? Next is a development for large industrial enterprises. The traffic there is sometimes very heavy, and the machinery is very expensive. So, conventional metal barriers are not too convenient. In case of accidents, they not only deform themselves, but also damage the machinery and the floor. So, a British company has been promoting this alternative since 1984, barriers made of plastic. Today, the company supplies barriers to 60 countries around the world, and to giants like Heineken and IKEA. And here's why. The elastic design withstands the impact of a 5-ton machine moving at a speed of 6.4 miles per hour. The flexible structure avoids damaging the floor, and the plastic barriers are much easier to maintain and replace than their metal counterparts. Here's a material for road markings. It's a special thermoplastic with a thickness ranging from 0.04 to 0.1 inch. It's ideal for busy areas like highways, as well as for upgrading crosswalks, parking lots, and more. For example, the video shows a crosswalk and an area near a school. One of the advantages is the long service life, which reduces the cost for the city. The material consists of only 2 components, is environmentally friendly, and offers good adhesion. In many of our videos, we've shown you a variety of solar panels. However, this project from Hungary will surprise you because now you can lay the panels not only on the roof of a house or a car, but also directly on the ground. Innovative and environmentally friendly material based on recycled plastic, say the manufacturers. Besides, this is a big step towards a new architecture because these panels are easy to fit into urban spaces. The process is already underway. About 1 square mile of these panels has been installed and about 440,000 kilowatt-hours has been produced. Plus, the panels are non-slip, resistant to vandalism and bad weather, and can withstand even parked cars. The service life is longer than that of concrete, and the installation is not much different than that of conventional paving slabs. There are a lot of electric cars on the planet, too. By the end of 2021, experts estimated that there were about 16.5 million e-cars in the world. Many countries have their own developments in this area, and Sweden is already testing roads that will charge electric cars on the go. This is the project that we want to show you today. The first 1.2-mile stretch opened in 2018 between Stockholm and Stockholm-Arlanda Airport. It works like this. The lane was divided into sections of 164 feet each, with contact rails embedded in them. A current collector is mounted in the undercarriage of the car, and power is supplied automatically. Payment is also automatic. The system counts how much power the car received and deducts the money from the owner's account. The solution is suitable for both cars and trucks. These projects are part of the Swedish authorities' plan to reduce the number of cars with internal combustion engines. You need to regulate the traffic in an area, but you don't want to install barriers? The alternative is this tire killer. It helps to regulate the traffic in the right direction and protects the area from unwanted guests. so it can be used on city streets and in facilities as well. The idea is simple. The 2-inch high spikes don't damage cars moving in the right direction. But if a driver decides to break the rules and drive the wrong way, the result would be a set of flat tires and a call to a tow truck service. This system's easier to install than barriers and checkpoints, and it's possible to order a customized version too. The standard version is 4 feet wide, and it has 10 spikes, and 2 variants are available. One similar to a speed bump, and another one for deeper installation in the ground. Do you know when these reflectors, known as cat's eyes, were patented? In May 1935. That's more than 80 years ago. The idea came from a British road worker, and the initial design involved marble blocks and rubber. Reflectors are successfully used today, though now they're made of modern materials. For example, this version's made of aluminium and polycarbonate. It can withstand a car driving over it, and it can be recycled. Under the protective cover is a retroreflector or corner reflector, which reflects the light back to a light source, helping the driver to stay on the road in the dark and feel safer in unlit areas. Once experts counted how many bicycles there are in the world. Turns out there are 580 million of them. So, it's not a surprise that many countries have been working on the regulation of bicycle traffic. These separators help protect bike lanes from particularly rude drivers. The name of the lane separator is zebra, which explains its colors. Its great advantage lies in the materials. The divider's made from recycled hoses, cable sheathings, and other stuff. The manufacturer offers several sizes and shapes, for example in the form of a decorative planter. In any case, the separators have no sharp edges and are visible even at night as the stripes reflect the light. They are mounted on anchors and are used very widely, for example in Scotland, Romania, and the US. How safe do you think crosswalks are today? In some countries, these statistics are very sad. For example, in Russia in 2020, 40% of pedestrian accidents happened at crosswalks. So, engineers continue to work on the issue of safety, and sometimes implement strange but quite effective solutions. We are in the Canadian city of Quebec, where you can find this crosswalk. The creators explain that one of the safety problems at crossings is that pedestrians don't always make sure that it's safe to cross, and drivers don't always give way to them. The solution is a crosswalk with markings that turn into a fence. More than a real solution, it's a PR project and a reminder to treat each other with respect. Here's another project to improve crosswalks. It's a smart zebra crossing. The principle of operation is simple. During the day, when a pedestrian appears on the road, the crosswalk activates a flashing yellow backlight. At night, the second level of this backlight turns on, allowing drivers to clearly see where pedestrians are, even in the dark. The system is easy to install, as it doesn't even require a power supply, since everything's powered by solar energy. A special monitoring system allows experts to control the crosswalk via smartphone. For example, in case of problems, the smart crosswalk will send a message or an email. In addition, the designers promise that this system is cheaper than conventional traffic lights. What can be done to upgrade speed bumps? The creators of this project didn't just make a smart version, but instead they changed the whole concept. Actibump is a system that uses radars to register the speed of approaching cars. Are you traveling under the speed limit? Then you won't need to slow down, and the speed bump won't react. Are you speeding? Then the system sinks by about 2.4 inches into the road, which is quite unpleasant for the suspension. Actibump also helps the environment. If you drive properly, you won't need to brake or accelerate excessively, which means that you'll save fuel. And during tests on a road in Sweden, the number of speeding vehicles decreased by 95%. Next, we have a product that reminds us of fishing nets, except that it's used not to catch fish, but stolen and runaway cars. Plus, it's a good solution for railway crossings, drawbridges, and other similar places. The net ranges in width from 15 to 100 feet and is capable of stopping cars weighing up to 90,000 pounds. This stopping method reduces the risk of death, is suitable for installation on concrete roads, and allows the use of trees in the ground as anchor points if necessary. The system's easy to repair after use, and it's also easy to remove as needed. And of course, it's also suitable for intersections, including T-junctions.